Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tuesday Night War TNW. Hello everyone, I'm your commentator MJ. We are coming live in St. Louis, Missouri. And right now though, here comes Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 237 pounds, Kurt Angle! Well, the 1996 Olympic gold medal winner set the square off in this qualifying match for the TNW Summer July Rumble coming up in 1 week from now, taking place in Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah, well, bottom line is Kurt Angle will be at the CAC coming up, and it's a triumphant opportunity for Kurt Angle. And what bottom line is, Kurt Angle is an Olympic gold medalist in amateur freestyle wrestling and one of the greatest Olympic-style American heroes in America. Yeah, well, bottom line is he's an American hero. He's an icon. Don't forget about that. And it looks like Kyle Behan is squaring off with Kurt Angle tonight. Yeah, well, bottom line is this is an opportunity for the Summer July Rumble. And his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 235 pounds, Kyle Behan. Well, Kyle Behan, the former TNW World Tag Team Champion, on his way to the ring in this qualifying match. Well, don't forget, Kyle was a former TNW World Heavyweight Champion, former TNW International World Heavyweight Champion. Just how imaginable could this be for Kyle, competing in his first ever TNW Summer July Rumble to get a shot at the world title at any time he chooses? Yeah, well, bottom line is, just don't forget, Kyle could win the shot, but however, he has to go through 9 superstars in the Summer July Rumble. We were told that we got some mystery participants involved because nobody knows what to expect in the Summer July Rumble. Yeah, well, bottom line is we got a lot of great talent here in TNW, and Colt 412 was out here earlier tonight with all the Beybladers and all the great champions in TNW history. And it was until, unfortunately, Austin Theory came out with the ultimate disrespect to all the great Beybladers we all know today. And Colt 412 did announce that at TNW Summer July, Austin Theory will be taking some major punishment because we're being told he is scheduled to compete against Dante Coryu in a hardcore match for the TNW Hardcore Championship. Well, bottom line is Dante is a dueling champion. He's still the All-Stars champion already. More likely, he's already right now the TNW Video Game Awards champion already. But more importantly, he is right now the new TNW Hardcore champion. Well, what a title defense that will be coming up in 1 week in Louisville, Kentucky, when Dante Coryu takes on the same man, Austin Theory, who disrespected Voltaire by stealing his finishing maneuver. Yeah, well, bottom line is, anything goes in a hardcore match. And Austin Theory is scheduled to compete later on tonight in our main event, because Colt 412 did announce it. It'll be Austin Theory to take on Voltaire in the main event. And yet we already know that it looks like Colt 412 is punishing Austin Theory after the disrespects he made last year to him personally, saying that Colt 412 was a loser, and a moonsault off the top from Kurt Angle. And Kyle got the left shoulder up at 1. Kurt Angle can't believe it. He's on a path of destruction here to try to get the opportunity in the TNW Summer July Rumble coming up, because this is a triumphant opportunity to any superstar in these qualifying matches that want to meet the other mystery participants. And no doubt about it, that want a shot at the TNW Championship Golds any way they want. Yeah, no doubt about it. And that briefcase is only contested only up to 1 year. And yet only bottom line is they have within up in 1 year to get an opportunity at any championship they want. It could be the world title, it could be the International World Heavyweight title, it could be the Intercontinental title, you name it. It could be for any title you want, including the tag titles. Angle slam. The angle slam connected on Kyle. Cover. Is that it? 2. No. Kurt Angle frustrated. Kyle got the left shoulder up in 2.5. And uh-oh. The straps are down. Kyle needs to come back during this fight. He's getting dissected by Kurt Angle. Yeah, well, Kyle Behan is being dissected at the hands of Kurt Angle. But Angle caught him. Ankle lock. The ankle lock. Locked in. Oh, but Kyle made it to the bottom rope, saving himself. He's too familiar with that hold. They faced up 4 years ago. And it was a big-time moment for Kyle to take on Olympic gold medalist. And Colt 412's brother was in all the track meets he was involved in high school over the years. Yeah, well, bottom line is Kyle did a lot. Former Harlem Huskies football superstar in high school, and more importantly, a former track meet superstar nevertheless. Yeah, well, bottom line is Kyle's coming back here in this fight while Kurt Angle is dishing out the punishment, but Kyle has had enough of that. I think I knew better. He let it. Kurt Angle beat the heck out of him to try to weaken Angle any way he can. Yeah, well, Kurt Angle back to his feet in the meantime, but Kyle is coming back here in this match as he turns it around. The drop down leapfrog power slam from Kyle. Kyle Behan is an amazing athlete, already a TNW Hall of Famer. Lord knows what to expect from Kyle, and no doubt about it. And speaking of the Behan clan, we know that coming up next week here on TNW, TJ will defend his TNW television championship, and no doubt about it, it is an opportunity, we're being told, it's an invitation, open challenge to anyone from ACW who wants to be the TNW TV champion. Well, bottom line is TJ Behan has done it all here in TNW's record books. But oh, look at Angle. Angle with a submission hold locked in on Kyle. Yeah, well, Kyle turns it around, hammering away on Angle. Right now, Kyle with a clothesline coming back in this fight. Angle trying to come back as well, but he got caught into a big back body drop. And Kyle, spine buster. A spine on the pine. Is that it right there, too? No. And this is turning into a TNW Instant Classic right here as Kyle Behan is coming back here in this fight. And Kurt Angle does not want this opportunity to slip away. And neither does Kyle. It's an opportunity to anybody for the TNW Summer July Rumble coming up. Well, bottom line is it's an opportunity. Kyle nailed the spine buster. Cover, is that it? And Kyle qualifies for the Summer July Rumble. Well, what a win for Kyle here tonight. Here's your winner, Kyle Behan. Well, Kyle Behan qualifies for the Summer July Rumble, but he's a Crimson Mask. He's received medical personnel at the amazing performance here tonight. Yeah, well, bottom line is we're not through yet with these qualifying matches, because still to come. Coming up next, the Honky Tonk Man in the building tonight. We're being told it's against Chad Gable. Yeah, well, Chad Gable only manages an ACW with Otis to make sure that Akira Tozawa, and more importantly, Maxine Dupree is out of ACW. But however, there were negotiations with Jenny Wakeman that if Chad Gable wins, Akira Tozawa and Maxine Dupree are out of ACW. Well, she accepted the offer. But however, Chad Gable loses, then they have to wait until they win championships. Well, can Chad Gable win them contracts, or will they stay in ACW? Find out. Coming to you live and next. And we're back live here in St. Louis, Missouri. And here comes Chad Gable with Otis at ringside, because we know the Honky Tonk Man will have them out for the South. Jimmy Hart with them at ringside. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Otis, representing the Alpha Academy from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable! Well, Chad Gable has Otis with him at ringside, but I just can't believe this man is confident enough to try to think he would last the night within the likes of the Honky Tonk Man. Well, bottom line is, this is a qualifying match which will determine some qualifyees for the Summer July Rumble. And no doubt about it, we got some surprises involved in the Summer July Rumble coming up. And we already know that these are some qualifying matches leading up to 1 week before the big show coming up in Louisville, Kentucky. Well, with it taking place in Louisville, nobody knows what to expect here in August. And Cool 412 called the show Summer July Beyblade Burst One Night Stand. You know that about it. It's a one-night stand show for everyone involved in Beyblade. And his opponent, accompanied by the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing in at 247 pounds, the Honky Tonk Man. Well, the Honky Tonk Man wants a shot at this opportunity here tonight. And it looks like the Honky Tonk Man ain't going to give up of what's on the line here tonight. Well, it's an opportunity, all right, for the Honky Tonk Man. Well, he's cool, he's cocky, he's bad, like it says on his theme. And it looks like the Honky Tonk Man wants to give it his all tonight and win the opportunity here tonight for this Summer July Rumble. These fans in St. Louis trying to get behind Chad Gable, it looks like. Well, can you blame them? Nobody knows what to expect here, nevertheless. Yeah, well, bottom line is, here we go. First cover of the match. Only gets a 2 count, says the senior official. Well, the Honky Tonk Man trying to redeem himself after the loss he had here on TNW late last month after his in-ring return. Yeah, well, bottom line is, we already know that coming up at TNW Summer July is going to be a big one. No doubt about that. We know the Hazashi brothers are scheduled to defend their titles coming up in 1 week in Louisville, Kentucky. And so is Dante Koryu, Igor Akabane, Voltaioi, and of course, the Dark Prince Bel Daizoda, and of course, Quadra. Bel Daizoda will main event TNW Summer July. And our senior official right at a 3 count here. And an axe handle right to the heart, right in that black heart of Chad Gable. After the disrespects we're being told that he's doing backstage. After what he did to Milla after her arrival on ACW last month, last I was told, was the ultimate show of disrespect. He disrespected every talent to get what he wanted, to make sure that Akira Tozawa and Maxine Dupree are out of ACW. Well, they were desperate. What do you expect him to do? And right now, it's a testament to Chad Gable. If he can win here tonight, then Maxine Dupree and Akira Tozawa are out of ACW and here on TNW. Well, he's got to win here tonight against the Honky Tonk Man, who is a Hall of Famer and a legend, no less. Yeah, well, bottom line is, so is the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, one of the greatest managers of all time. Cool 412 ran into him 2 times in a row at the CAC over the past few years. Wait a minute. What's Jimmy Hart doing in the ring? Well, the referee caught him. Wait a minute. Referee sees the megaphone. Our senior official trying to get Jimmy Hart out of the ring here. But what was Jimmy doing in the ring? I don't know. I think he was trying to distract Chad Gable, it looked like, to give the Honky Tonk Man an opportunity to fight back. Cover of the match. Is that it? 1? No. Well, good thing Jimmy Hart still has his megaphone. I think I knew what he was trying to do. Trying to distract Chad Gable to give the Honky Tonk Man enough advantage here to fight back. And there's an axe handle right in the face. Honky Tonk Man got dominated at the hands of Damien Shadows. And speaking of Damien Shadows, he's going to be in action up next in this opportunity to qualify for the TNW Summer July Rumble coming up. Yeah, well, bottom line is, it's an opportunity, all right, for Damien Shadows, the young gun. Referee called for the rope break. And the Mouth of the South still at ringside to help out his superstar. any way he can. Longtime best friend to the Honky Tonk Man. And there's a knee lift right in the gut of Chad Gable. And this has already become a big-time matchup thus far. And look at the Honky Tonk Man hammering away on Chad Gable. This matchup is still going on with a lot of heart and soul on the line here for the Honky Tonk Man to try to redeem himself after the loss he had late last month. And there's a fist drop paying homage to his cousin, Jerry the King Lawler. Honky on the cover, is that it? And oh no! Chad Gable got the left shoulder up at 2.5, and the Honky Tonk Man can't believe it. He thinks that fist drop didn't do the damage, but he knows this will. Shake, rattle, and roll it. Wait a minute. He was going for the shake, rattle, and roll, but Chad Gable with an opportunity to come back here. There's a leapfrog and a belly-to-belly suplex. Well, Chad Gable is desperate. And wait a minute, Jimmy Hart again got caught by our senior official, and he takes the megaphone from Jimmy Hart's hands. Yeah, well, Jimmy Hart needs to get out of the ring. And thank God he did. Jimmy Hart trying to get the megaphone. And what is this now? The 3 German suplexes. Just mocking Kurt Angle is Chad Gable. He is desperate. The man's desperate to get Maxine Dupree and Akira Tozawa out of ACW to get him TNW contracts. Well, bottom line is Otis wanted to be here in TNW after losing his best friend Tucker to the Ultimate Disrespect. Oh man, this is not. He's going to end it by a count out. Referee at 9. Honky needs to get back in the ring and a count out, and it looks like Maxine Dupree and Akira Tozawa get contracts. Here's your winner, Chad Gable! Well, Chad Gable won by a countout, and it looks like Maxine Dupree and, more importantly, Akira Tozawa are officially signed over to the ACW roster. But what a surprise, and what a match this was here, folks. And we're not through yet. Coming up next, Astro Boy versus Ash Ketchum in the opportunity of a lifetime for the TNW Summer July Rumble. Well, Astro Boy was in it 2 times in a row. Could this be his 3rd time? Or will we see Ash Ketchum compete for the TNW Summer July Money in the Bank briefcase coming up in 1 week? Well, we're going to find out. Coming to you live and next. We are back live here in St. Louis, Missouri. And, here comes Ash Ketchum being come in the ring by his wife, Pan, the TNW Divas Total Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest scheduled for 1 fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by the TNW Divas Total Champion, Pan, from Palatown, weighing in at 120 pounds, Ash Ketchum! Ash Ketchum, the student of Colt 412, receiving a huge ovation in St. Louis, Missouri tonight. And already going to give it his all to try to become the opportunist that he wanted to be to get a shot in the TNW Summer July Rumble coming up. Well, bottom line is he's got to go through Astro to get that shot. And right now, though, here comes the TNW superstar in TNW history, and his opponent from Metro City, weighing in at 156 pounds. He is the All-Stars champion, Astro Boy! I was about to say, the TNW All-Stars champion on his way to the ring, Astro Boy, already has won so many titles throughout his TNW career. Former TNW World Cruiserweight Champion, former TNW $1 Million Triple Crown Champion, the last ever champion, if we may add, and more importantly, already a former Pro Wrestling Champion and a former TNW Video Game Wars Champion. Well, bottom line is Astros won so many championships already in TNW history, but so has Ash Ketchum, who is also the former longest-reigning pro wrestling champion for years. Both these young guns were under the tutelage of Cool 412 over the years, learned a lot how this business was going. And a springboard bottom rope Frankensteiner connecting right there on Ash. Well, Ash Ketchum right now trying to give it his all of what's on the line here. As right now, though, Ash in some serious trouble here. And there's a Northern Lights suplex by Astro. And a drop kick to the back. These two were trained by Cool 412. Once again, we are seeing another student versus student matchup to prove who the best is in TNW history. But it's not proving who the best is. It's about how much these two have learned from Cool 412 over the years. And referee had a 6 count. Referee at 7. And Astro brought back to the ring the hard way. This is truly a David vs. Goliath story right here. 120 pounds versus 156 pounds. This is already turning into an amazing cruiserweight classic tonight. Yeah, well, bottom line is Astro trying to give it his all here tonight. And both young men have the same idea, but missed their targets. Yeah, well, folks, things really intensified enough here when Austin Theory was interviewed earlier tonight by our TNW interviewer, Christopher, a.k.a. Chris. It was until Austin Theory took the mic and pushed him aside and pointed out what's going to happen to Vault, just like what's going to happen coming up at TNW summer of July. Yeah, well, bottom line is that hardcore match is already proven to be one of the most history-making moments in TNW history, along with HWF's side of you, knowing its hardcore rules for the TNW hardcore title. Well, it's a testament to Austin Theory, knowing he wants to be champion and out of desperation. Wait a minute, look at Astro showing off his strength, learning a lot from Cool 412 over the years, and learning some Lucha Libre moments from one of the greatest Lucha Libre stars in the world. You know that about it here. Pan trying to help out her husband any way she can to make sure that Ash Ketchum wins here. Luckily, Jenny Wakeman ain't out here to ensure that her husband wins as well. Well, bottom line is, this is turning into an amazing matchup. Ash Ketchum with a counter. Springboard moonsault. It was until for a while, though, Ash was learning a lot from not just Pan personally and all the high-flying arsenals, but also Goku and some of the greatest martial artists of all time. No doubt about it. Cover the match. Is that it? No. Astro Boy with the left shoulder up at 2.5. Pan out here in support for her husband. And oh man, what a move from Ash. Well, bottom line is, it's all on the line. But how much more can these two hang on? I don't know. Standing moonsault from Astro. Really pulling off anything he can to be in the Summer July Rumble for a 3rd time in his TNW career. Well, Ash is trying to beat Astro to make it his first Summer of July appearance. But we're being told from the floor that if Astro or Ash lose here tonight, then they got to go up against Honky Tonk Man and Kurt Angle in the triple threat elimination match, where it's the last chance ever for any of these superstars that want to get a shot at the TNW Summer July Rumble. Well, it's an opportunity for nobody that they want to slip away. And what a springboard second rope moonsault into an inverted DDT from Astro. Cover the match. Is that it? No. Yep, though, folks, this is turning into an amazing matchup thus far. And what a maneuver from Ash. Ash Ketchum pulling off any other arsenal he can. Everything he learned from Cool 412 to learning everything he learned from Pan already coming into effect here in this matchup. Yeah, but Astro hasn't changed up his gameplay because he hasn't changed everything up from his MO after learning everything from Cool 412. He's been keeping the arsenal that he learned ever since. Yeah, well, Astro Boy grew up watching TNW. And it has been a big-time moment in TNW history when Astro Boy attended his first ever TNW Las Vegas in your house without a ticket. But however, Colt 412 gave him VIP access. And a Boulder 412 stunner. Shades of Colt 412. Cover, is that it? No, and Astro got the left shoulder up at 2.5. Man, Ash is desperate. Split-legged moonsault. Shades of his wife, Pan. What a maneuver from Ash. Paying homage to both his teacher and his wife. What a maneuver from Ash. And to be honest, that's the same maneuver that Pan used to win the GWE Championship and the only TNW superstar in history to win it that year. Yeah, well, bottom line is Astro's not going to put up with it. He's coming back here. And a big kick right to the head on Ash. And, Astro looking for it. He's got Ash on his shoulders. Meteorite slam. The meteorite slam connected. Is that it? No. And both these guys are tough. You got to give it to them. They're tough. Both these guys. Oh, why? What's this now? Oh! He knocked the wind right out of him with that Hurricanrana. Shoulders are down. He got him. Astro is in the Summer July Rumble for a third time in his career. Here is your winner, Astro Boy. What a match here on TNW, and Astro Boy prevails once again against Ash tonight. Well, what an opportunity for Astro. He does not want this opportunity to slip away in 1 week. But folks, stick around. We're not through here yet. Coming up next, we have another qualifying match here on TNW. We're being told it's the Poison Pixie, Candice LeRae in one-on-one action. Apparently, we're being told it's against Becky Lynch. Oh, that's going to be a big-time opportunity for those two gorgeous ladies for the TNW Summer July Rumble in our Divas side. Who's going to get the shot first? Find out. Coming to you live and next. And we are back live here in St. Louis, Missouri. And here comes the Poison Pixie, Candice LeRae. Well, Candice LeRae wants a shot. Let's go to our ring announcer for introductions. The following contest gets a 4-1 fall, making her way to the ring from Riverside, California, Candice LeRae. Well, Candice LeRae wanting an opportunity of a lifetime in this TNW Summer July Women's Royal Rumble. Well, lately the TNW Summer July Divas Rumble coming up. Gotta apologize for the mix-up here, folks. I'm a little hungry tonight here in St. Louis, Missouri, because this matchup is brought to you in part by Water Street Pizzeria. If you're ever in Las Vegas, Nevada, or downtown Henderson, check out Water Street Pizzeria. And try the gluten-free pizza, as Colt 412 promises, satisfaction guaranteed. And oh man, here comes the man, Becky Lynch. And the wife of Seth Rollins, and from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch. Well, Becky Lynch, the man, trying to give it her all to be qualified material in this matchup. Nevertheless, yeah, well, bottom line is it's an opportunity for Becky Lynch. She does not want to slip away tonight. Yeah, well, for the man, Becky Lynch, it's an opportunity for anybody in the TNW Summer July Divas Rumble, because nobody wants to slip away. But who's going to meet other mystery participants in that Rumble coming up, along with other participants involved, which are all mystery superstars. Yeah, well, bottom line is anything goes, that nobody knows what to expect here tonight. That if she ever decides whatever championship she wants, she can win it all here tonight. Well, bottom line is, don't forget, whoever wins that briefcase from both sides of Superstars and Divas, they can cash in for any championship they want. And that goes for Becky Lynch as well. Referee called for the bell, and this one's underway. Here we go. And there's a Bulldog. Because Candice Wrestling ain't going to give up here. And neither is the man Becky Lynch of what's on the line here. An opportunity for any one of these two to be champion here in TNW's history books. Yeah, well, bottom line is, it's an opportunity for anybody. Because we're being told from the floor that if one of these two lose here tonight, then they got to go up against two individuals in a triple threat elimination match, because we're being told whoever gets eliminated in those two triple threat elimination matches, then one of those individuals involved will get a number in the Summer July Rumble. Now that would mean if Kurt Angle got eliminated first, or the Honky Tonk Man, that is, if one of them gets eliminated first or second, then either one of those two might get a number randomly, individually. And that kind of goes for the winner coming up. And the bottom line is, that would even go for the Diva side as well. But Becky Lynch, the man, ain't going to give up of what's on the line here. And from the looks of it, the Summer July Rumble has already become a big one. It's every man and her for herself. It's every man and woman for herself when it comes down to the Summer July Rumble. No doubt about it, random individual superstars will be selected by any number they got selected in, or any number they choose, and it's an opportunity for anybody that wants to be the champion. Well, where you know that Quadra is scheduled to defend her championship coming up in 1 week in Louisville, Kentucky. And it's an opportunity to against anybody in the back that wants to be the champion. And look at Becky Lynch and Candice. They're going at it. And an uppercut from Becky Lynch. Candice LeRae is down. Becky Lynch picking her up now. And oh! Disarmer! 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 Locked in! Candice in trouble. And, uh-oh. Becky Lynch looking for it. Manhandle slam. Cover. And Becky Lynch qualifies. What a match this was tonight here in St. Louis, Missouri. Here is your winner, Becky Lynch. Well, Becky Lynch qualifies, and what an amazing matchup this was. Yeah, no doubt about it here, folks. Stick around. Up next, our main event tonight, Austin Theory versus Voltaire in the rematch of the century. And oh boy, that main event is huge, and it's live, and it's next. We are back live here in St. Louis, Missouri. And oh, here comes Austin Theory, the most disrespectful human being walking the face of God's green earth from where I sit here tonight, folks. Yeah, well, bottom line is, Colt 412 made the match for Voltaire and Austin Theory tonight. But right now, though, let's go to our ring announcer. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, Austin Theory! Austin Theory brought this upon himself after disrespecting the world of Beyblade for what it truly represents. I mean, it doesn't make any sense for what he's doing. He's disrespecting Beyblade. Even on his Titantron video, he did it back in that organization's history known as the WWE. During Survivor Series War Games, his Titantron switched over from his entrance video to Beyblade Burst Quad Drive. And right now, though, it still begs the question. I don't know what his motives are, but as far as I do know, I think he's trying to play total moral mental mind games with Colt 412 so he can get what he wants. Yeah, I think that message has fired up Colt 412. Because after what happened last year, after taking that selfie of himself while getting a title shot, well, Colt 412 was in the skybox, letting him know he was nothing more but a loser. And that really got straight to Colt 412 ever since. And uh-oh, matting down the hatches. Here comes Voltaire. And his opponent from Japan, weighing in at 230 pounds. He is the TNW United States Champion, Voltaire. And you can see these fans, they're saying, let it rip. And no doubt about it, along with Voltaire. And these fans in attendance are loving this here in St. Louis. And no doubt about it, these fans in St. Louis, Missouri, in for a great show. Earlier tonight, we had so many great qualifyees. Kyle Behan, Astro Boy, and Chad Gable won by a countout. And Akira Tozawa and Maxine Dupree officially signed over to the TNW roster. Yeah, well, there's no way that the Honky Tonk Man is going to take that countout lying down last I checked. Knowing that we already know that things are going to be intensifying enough. But however, we need to make sure we have enough spots filled in. And let's just not forget that if whoever gets eliminated first will get that number. They will get their random number at any time here. Yeah, well, bottom line is, it's an opportunity for TNW Summer July qualifyees for the Summer July Rumble coming up in 1 week. And yet, no doubt about it, we got surprises involved. Because we're being told from the floor that in our Divas side, whoever gets eliminated first will get a random number. But however, if the last one's eliminated, that person in the triple threat elimination matches will get the random selection of number 1. Well, that goes for our superstar side as well. Like Kurt Angle, the Honky Tonk Man, and Ash Ketchum are the 3 last chance qualifyees. And no doubt about it here, is whoever gets eliminated first will get the entry number 1 in the Summer July Rumble. But that goes for everyone who wants a chance to be able to compete. Yeah, well, bottom line is anything goes for Austin Theory as he's scheduled to face against Dante Coryu in the hardcore match for the TNW Hardcore Championship. Well, Cool 412 made the matchup, even right here tonight, for Voltaire and Austin Theory. But for Austin, this is walk to the gallows. It already is. And bottom line is, oh my God, Austin Theory with a suicide dive, and these fans here in St. Louis don't like it one bit. Both young men had the same idea but missed their targets. This is 230 pounds versus 220 pounds. This is truly a David versus Goliath story right here. And right now, though, this is already a testament to Vault to try to give it his all here tonight, to send a message back to whoever his mystery superstar is that he's facing tenfold for the TNW United States Championship in 1 week in Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah, well, bottom line is, right now, though, for Austin Theory, this is his punishment after the ultimate disrespect he made earlier tonight when Cool 412 made the announcement well known for Summer July. It's not just called Summer July, it is called Beyblade Burst One Night Stand. Well, no doubt about it, in honoring of some of the greatest Beybladers of all time, not just from the Metal Fusion days, but also, and wait a minute! That's The Miz! What's he doing? Miz not even assigned to TNW. He's on the HWF roster. Someone get security out here. Oh, wait a minute, Austin. Crucifix, but Vault kicked out. Man, Vault got caught in Austin Theory's mind games. How the heck did Miz get in here? Wait a minute. Security got involved. Get that man out of here. The Miz is not even assigned over to the TNW roster. He's on the HWF roster. And a Luchador Bulldog. The Springboard second rope Bulldog taking Austin down. Yeah, now Vault has got something else on his mind. Yeah, but what's he going to do? And wait a minute, Austin. Oh, wait a minute. Vault not going to let that happen. This is a rematch of the century between the two. And now Vault is on the second rope. The end of Achilles' spear. The end of Achilles' spear. Moletti, Valtryek spear. That was the end of the Valtryek spear. Cover and vault 1. What a move. The end of Valtryek's spear did the damage. Here's your winner, Vault Ioy. What a main event this was. And Miz escorted out of St. Louis, Missouri by our security staff and back in the HWF tour bus. If Dante does that to Austin Theory in 1 week from now in Louisville, Kentucky, we may see Dante walk out still the TNW Hardcore Champion. You know that about it. What an amazing matchup this was. And folks, we're out of time here from St. Louis, Missouri. I've been your commentator, MJ. We want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Good fight. Good night. And thanks for joining us on my Goblin Night live from St. Louis, Missouri for TNW Tuesday Night War.